January is coming fast. Are you ready for the Well Your World 30-Day Challenge? Let's talk about that and a few other things that are coming soon. Hey everybody, this is Dylan. December is flying by and I really want you to join us for the Well Your World 30-Day Challenge. So have you prepared your goals? I talked about it in one of my previous 30-day challenge videos, but I want you to come up with your own goals by being honest with yourself and deciding what is the next best attempt you're going to make that you know will help you improve certain things that you find problems in your current way of eating, your current lifestyle, what have you. So come up with a good set of 30-day goals that are going to work for you, and we're going to begin in January. I am working on a little cheat sheet that's got some tips, goals. I'm kind of using the words goals and rules interchangeably, but I'm going to sort of clarify that next week in my video where I'll have the cheat sheet ready for you to get your hands on. And what I'm going to put on there is a list of tips for how to create goals and some tips for how to create your rules that are going to push you toward your goals. And then also I'll have some links to all of my different recipe videos all in one place for my favorite meals that you can incorporate into your 30-day challenge. My own 30-day challenge rules are going to be completely oil-free, no booze. I'll refine them more before next week and I'll tell you what my final for sure rule set's going to be, but I'm not going to do totally SOS free. I already have stopped adding salt to the food at the table, so the only time I'm really using salt is if I use a little bit of miso or something like that in my cheese sauce or whatever it is. So I've already significantly reduced the salt since my last 30-day challenge where I did do it completely SOS free. But the point of this challenge is to work for everybody. I know that not all of you are ready to be completely SOS free, so let's meet you where you are in this process and then create some rules to meet your goals that are where you are. So if you're brand new to this and you're still eating a standard American diet, but you're curious, then maybe you're ready to try a whole month without oil and processed junk and get rid of all the animal products. Maybe you want to take it a step further and start to limit some of the overt fats like the nuts, seeds, avocado, coconut, soy, all those things. Maybe you're ready to incorporate 3 days or 5 days a week of some cardiovascular exercise. Maybe it's getting that minimum of 5 days of a 30-minute walk or better. Maybe you're going to take it to the next step and integrate in some high-intensity interval training that I've talked about before. Maybe, you know, whatever. Maybe it's going to be sleeping better, sleeping more, getting a good 7 or 8 hours of sleep per night so that you're waking up and feeling rested. Maybe your goal is to get some energy back, and in order to reach that goal, you need to do XYZ for your rules. So you got to come up with your own set of rules, and then we're going to do that all together, root each other on for the 30 days starting in January, and it's going to be awesome. So I'd love for you to comment down below here or in the Facebook group, what are your 30-day goals going to be? What are your rules going to be that will help you reach those goals? We'll talk more about this in one more video. We'll have one more 30-day challenge prep video where I'll have that cheat sheet ready for you, and that's where I really want to talk about these specifics, but I want to do it so that when you can look at my little list of bullet points that I'm going to have, because I don't quite have it completely ready yet. But don't worry, you'll have plenty of time, you'll have several days, and you really probably only need a couple of hours to sit down, tune out everything going on around you, and just think. Maybe it's that week between Christmas and New Year's where you have a little bit of downtime after the holiday and before the next one to sit down and really think about this for it doesn't take long. Maybe it's only going to take you an hour just to write down some goals with some time stamps on them, you know what I mean? Like goals where I want to feel better in 2 weeks or 30 days, you know, putting an actual time frame on your goals. So we'll talk more about that next time, but that is what I'm working toward and what I'm excited about for January, because I think that it could work for so many people because I'm not picking the rules for you. So comment down below, comment in the group. When you see other people comment, let's get involved and root them on and help them, you know, with their goals. Maybe you've got an idea on how they can implement those rules better. I talked in my last video about thinking of everything, you know? Did you think of how you're gonna eat at work? Did you think of what's gonna happen when you're running errands and you get an appetite? Did you think of the outings and the happy hours and the times when your work friends invite you out to lunch? You've gotta think about everything. You've gotta think about the couple of dinner parties that you may have planned in January that you can't bail on, but that you can plan for, prep for, create perfect food for, maybe take your own food, all these things you need to think of. So that's what you're gonna have to sit down with and maybe calendar out. And everybody does this a little bit differently. Maybe for some people that's super important and doing food prep super important, and others can be very successful flying by the seat of your pants. Probably you're gonna need to do some prep though. I would say, if you're being honest with yourself, we do really need to sit down. I'm a person who doesn't have to do a lot of prep, and even I really had to plan for changing my diet dramatically for my first 30 days. It doesn't just come naturally. You do need to figure it out at least once, and the great thing is, once you've figured it out, it only gets easier and easier as you go. So that's a little bit about our 30-day challenge, a reminder to get your butt in gear and let's do this thing. Like I said, I'll have one more video, and then we'll have lots of videos during the 30 days where I'll continue to update and root you on, and hopefully I'll be able to read through some posts or, you know, give you some encouragement along the way. So other things going on, wow, I wanted to have a cookbook ready, which I don't have ready yet, because I launched that dry cheese sauce mix, which has been totally insane. And it's finally starting to be where I can anticipate the amount of ingredients that I need to order so that I'm not just out of stock at all times. So right now I'm actually in stock on the dry cheese sauce. So you can go to wellyourworld.com/store if you'd like to order some of the dry cheese sauce mix. And the exciting news is I've ordered the first round of ingredients to make about 400 bags of a dry gravy mix. So I'll put that up for sale as soon as I have it ready, and it will probably sell fast, just like the cheese sauce did. I find the gravy to be super delicious. I really practiced to get this recipe just right. So I think you're really gonna like it. And it'll be awesome on almost the same things you would use the cheese sauce for, like potatoes, just a sauce on any kind of a Buddha bowl of different starches. You know, call it gravy and you think of like only putting it on mashed potatoes and roasted vegetables, but you could put this gravy on just about anything. It's a mushroom gravy, lots of mushrooms, and I thickened it with potatoes, kind of like I did with the cheese sauce. And then I have a few spices like parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme, marjoram in there. So I think you're really gonna like it. And as for the cookbook, I really do want to have that ready. Wouldn't it have been great to go into our 30-day challenge where you've got a cookbook from me with all of these sauces that I've talked about my cookbook before, but I want it to be based on this 10 or 12 sauce recipes and then some ideas on how to incorporate those sauce recipes. I know it would have been great if I had that ready, but the cheat sheet will have links to my existing cooking videos, so I think that that will do quite well. I do hope to have the cookbook up in the first couple of months of the year, and it's just going to be an electronic one to start with. I'm just getting my feet wet, but I think it's going to be really awesome. You know, list of recipes. People always give me a hard time because I never include the recipes in my recipe videos, and that's because, well, it's hard to make a recipe video. I don't want to write out the whole recipe for you. I want to put it in this book and then provide it for you as an added value. So that is what I'm working on in the next couple of months. And now that all this craziness of the holidays and everything will be finished up, I'll be able to really hone in some more strategy on how I am making better videos for you. I'd like to have more videos done in advance so that times like when things get busy or I lose my voice for a week, I won't, you know, go a whole week without videos. That hurts the channel, you know. When I suddenly drop off from making videos, people kind of wonder, is this dude for real or is he taking off? And so I want to be able to have a queue of videos in place, a plan, so that I'm always providing a lot of value and a really strategic, series of videos, what have you. So I want to do better with that and just honing in the YouTube experience here. So I'll be working on that in the first couple months of the year as well. And so lots of great things to come. And I'm the trajectory of this channel and my entire efforts are all really based on your reaction to what I'm doing, right? So only a few months ago did I know that I was going to spend as many hours with the dry cheese sauce and the dry gravy. No, I didn't know if that was going to be something that you really liked. In fact, my first order of ingredients for the dry cheese sauce was enough to make like 45 bags of cheese sauce, which sold out in an hour or less. So that was silly. And I've used your feedback to determine, where I should put my effort going forward. So do I know where we're going to be a year from now? No, I don't. It could be any number of things. But I'm going to continue throwing these ideas at you and then seeing which ones you grab onto. So you will very much determine where we go in 2019. But you've just heard some of the first initial ideas. The other things that I'd like to do are some more transformation videos, meeting up with people that have changed their lives with food and lifestyle and showcasing them for you. That's something that I'd love to be able to do more of. Traveling around and, let's just call it that for now. Traveling around and doing something, integrating videos, YouTube, cooking, whatever it is. So it could go anywhere. I will be doing a live video this Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, my live YouTube show video that I missed last week because of my voice. So we'll do some Q&A and hang out, and that'll be good. So I'll see you then. Check out this playlist that I just put together with a few videos that I think are most pertinent as you plan for your 30-day challenge, things to think about, etc. Buy some dry cheese sauce mix if you haven't tried it yet, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.